Euston Station could be demolished and rebuilt for the proposed high-speed 2 rail link. Chancellor George Osborne wants new offices, shops and flats to be built on the site, which he described as not the prettiest of areas. It would mark a dramatic change of fate after similar plans were dropped last year. Our political correspondent Simon Harris is at Euston this evening. Simon, what more do we know about these plans?
Well, Lucrezia, Euston was last rebuilt in the 1960s and is regarded as the ugly sister of London's mainline stations, the archetypal concrete monstrosity, if you like. Under the current plans for HS2, 11 new platforms are due to be built at Euston before 2026, when the first part of the high-speed line to Birmingham is scheduled to open. And it's a bit of a messy compromise, really, which involves shoehorning the new tracks and platforms into the existing station. And there's also the not insignificant matter of 500 nearby homes which are facing demolition. Now, as part of a plan to try to cut the cost of this £42 billion project, the new boss of HS2, Chairman Sir David Higgins, is undertaking a review on behalf of the government. And it's emerged that one option he's looking at is a complete rethink here at Euston, which would effectively involve demolishing the station completely and building a brand new one. Now, Camden Council, which has been opposed to any of the plans here at Euston, is a little annoyed that it's only found out about this second hand, but this is what the council leader had to say.
In one sense it's welcome. The current plans are the absolute worst of all worlds. Massive construction blight, massive demolition of homes, a school, businesses, and no real regeneration effects for Euston Station. So any change of heart has to be welcome. But we still think that HS2 haven't properly considered all of the potential station options, and I would urge them to come to the table, talk to us, talk to our communities.
Simon, we've been here before, haven't we?
Yes, we have. Only last April, an original plan to demolish Euston Station was scrapped in favour of a more modest one, in part to try to offset the impact on local people and in part to try to save money. This apparent U-turn was disclosed by the Chancellor, who was on a visit to a similar high-speed rail project in Hong Kong. And George Osborne clearly thinks there's scope for a huge and lucrative redevelopment here at Euston, involving new shops, offices and housing. And the Department for Transport agrees, saying the Chancellor is absolutely right to point out the fantastic opportunity HS2 provides to regenerate Euston.
And it's not just Euston that could be changing.
Yes, another of the many controversial parts of HS2 is a spur line which will link HS2 with HS1, the old high-speed line to the continent, and it's emerged that also could be a casualty of the Higgins review.
All right, Simon.